Uh-oh, it looks like I got some internet problems. We got storms happening right now. Hopefully y'all can see me and hear me. Happy Thursday night. If you can see me and hear me, let me know. Make sure I'm in the group. Let me pull it up. My internet, it's thundering and lightning right now. So I hope it's even working. Let's see. I'm not seeing it on my end. Hold on. I don't see a live. Slow connection, it says. It's been quite the week. So this would not surprise me. Never had this be an issue. Let me try getting out and then coming back in. Actually, I should probably make sure I'm not live on my regular page first. Okay, well I don't see it on there, so that's good. If you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know if you can see this. That would be helpful. So it's not showing. Amanda! It says Amanda's watching. Amanda! How is everything? I got some connection issues because we have storms right now. It says slow connection. Am I live in the group? Or in the private group? Because it's not even coming up on my iPad. Help me, Amanda. The camera's falling down. I'm telling you, it has been a week. It has been all the challenges this week. Hopefully it probably don't even let me see comments though. Alright. Let me try something. Let's see. I don't want to do this whole live if nobody can even see it. Let's see. Okay, I have a live button now. That's more than I had before. Let me get in the group. Oh, yay. I see it now. It says slow connection. Oh, I see comments on here. Oh, wait. Are you on TMC and not Teal Moon? I don't know what I am. Let me see if I'm in the group. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not live on my page. That's embarrassing. I'm not showing it on my regular page. So I think I'm good. I'm gonna go back into the group. I'm just gonna go for it. It's the only thing we can do, right? Let's see, back into the group, Okay. I'm good. Okay. Thank you, Amanda. I'm telling you, it has been the wildest week I've had in a long time. Turn my phone on. It has been one of those weeks where you're like, okay, I cannot be challenged anymore. Okay, good. All right, are you having thunderstorms right now, Amanda? Because we got storms again. Keep saying slow connection, so if it ends up like buffering, that's what's happening. My internet is. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Okay, so we got this cutie little Scarecrow. Hey there. I like it. I like the jeans is what I like.
Bro, don't even.
It's first day of school tomorrow. We're checking out all the outfits.
So do you not like something else? Because you bought the shirt too.
I like the other shirt with it. It's whatever you like. I just like the jeans.
The jeans.
Well, that looks good. That looks good.
Well, then why'd you look at it like that?
I just wasn't expecting you to come out fully dressed. Like, nicely dressed. Okay. Scarecrow. We're going to start with this little guy because he's the only thing I'm for sure of right now. And yes, the shoes look good with it too. Okay, so I'm going to paint my little Scarecrow guy black. And I'm going to explain a few things to you guys. I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but we got these 3 dots, and they're going to go underneath this so that we can put this as his hair on each side. Scarecrow is the only thing I'm for sure of, and I'm going to paint him black, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do black with the sponge. This weather has been insane, Amanda. I've lived here for going on 8 years, and the electric has went out 1 time. And this week was the 2nd time ever, and it was almost a day and a half. And I'm not cut out for that. I'm just kidding. We did fine, and we have generators and all the things, but man, sleeping at night without air conditioning, I just appreciate my air conditioning very much. I had my husband run an extension cord down the hallway just to get a box fan going because I needed some. I just can't sleep when I'm hot. Luckily, it was cooler out from the storms, or I would have been in big trouble if it was as humid as it's been. Okay, little Scarecrow. Doing a little second coat of black here. My black is kind of translucent. I always have to do 2 coats. Okay, I'm going to use Marigold for his little beak. Yes, absolutely. And there's something, I cannot sleep when the house is like dead silent. Like the no noise at all. So I was like, we have got to get that box fan down here somehow. He made it happen. Okay, Marigold on his little beak. Trying to make sure I don't go into the black. There we go. And I'm going to let it dry and then go back and do his eye once he's dry. I've been thinking about my Scarecrow and what color I'm going to do him. I really just don't know what. Probably looking at the ribbon colors. I think I might go with a dark green for his hat. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to mix light buttermilk and burlap to make like a Scarecrow color, because I think the light buttermilk is too light, but I think the buttermilk or the burlap is too dark. So I think I'm going to mix them 50-50 and see what color I get for the Scarecrow face itself. Because I like a light beige almost, and I don't really have anything like that. See what that looks like. Yeah, and the humidity is intense. It's probably why we've had so much storms, is from all the humidity. It's so hot. And it's not just hot, like the air is thick. It's miserable, really. Okay, I like that color. So that is light buttermilk and burlap mixed. And again, you can go over all these lines because we're going to go over them with probably a paint marker once we're to that point. So don't worry about your lines too much. And it gets a nose over the center thing, but really I'm just worried about the lines from the mouth and the eyebrows. This little Scarecrow is so cute. When I first saw him, I was like, I just love this so much. Nothing says fall like a Scarecrow. You just can't beat it. Okay. Almost got one coat. I'm probably gonna have to let it dry and come back. I'm gonna make sure I got it covered. Yeah, just want to make sure I went up far enough. Amanda, is your dog doing better now? I know he was having some stomach issues the last time. Is he good now? Yes, and the flies and the gnats. I've been wondering the same thing. What is with that? And they're not even like, yeah, they're right here too. They're not even flying around. It's like they're weak. They're just like slow little, slowly bothering you. Okay. I don't know why I grabbed this because I'm going to do dark green for my Scarecrow. This is from Home Depot, and it's called Trailing Vine, and I just think it's just a really pretty dark green. I was thinking like all the different ways that you could paint this, and there's so many colors that you can make his hat, especially, I mean, so many fall colors. I would just pull from colors from your ribbon, because I feel like that's what's probably going to look the best. It's going to make it more cohesive. But obviously you do you. I think it'd be cute too, even like for people that like neutral, like to do a stain in a neutral Scarecrow. I think that would be cute. I'll probably end up painting a few of these just to see different versions of them, because I just think it's so cute. So if I end up getting the time to paint some different painted versions, I'll share them just so you guys have a visual of like what each color looks like for the people that do theirs a little later. This green takes a couple coats. It's kind of thin, but it's really pretty. I was thinking too, like, what could you do to add like some texture to this? And I was thinking, I thought about trying it, but I don't know if I would have thought about digging it out. But if you had some like really thick burlap ribbon or fabric of some sort, like putting the paint in the burlap and kind of texturing the hat, I think that would be cute. I don't think I have any. I'm going to check my drawer real quick. If I have some chunky, you know which burlap I'm talking about? The kind that's like thick and it has like holes in the ribbon because it's just such a chunky burlap. If I could have some of that in here. Look at all this. You would think I would have a piece in all of this, but I don't even have any in here. These are like my little end of the roll remnants. I'm gonna check one more spot, see if I can show you guys. And then I got a little basket over too. I may have a ribbon problem. Actually, I know I have a ribbon problem. I do know that about myself. And of course, going. Oh, here we go. See that? See how there's like little holes in it? I'm gonna try something with it. See if we can't get a little texture on our hat. I guess I'll try it on the brim first. Why not? So I've never done this, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But what color should I use? Like a darker green or a lighter green or a brown? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I think I'm gonna try a little bit darker because I don't want it to be super noticeable. I just want it to be like, all right. Let's see what it does. I'm just gonna put it in the paint. See what it does. It's too much paint. Maybe I should do it with brown. Maybe that's what I'll do. Sorry, I'm so indecisive. I've never done this. Let me try it with brown. No, it's an ugly brown. This is burnt umber. Let's see what I can do with that. I'm worried that it's not even like gonna go through there. I almost want to test it. I'm gonna use one of these circles that go underneath it you don't see and see what it does. Nothing. Maybe I should try doubling it over. Let me try that. I'm going to use it kind of like a stamp. I don't think it's worth all that. That was a good try though. I swear I feel like that was going to work. You never know till you try. Dang it. I'm trying to think of how else can I put texture on this hat. Anybody got any ideas? Could always take a palette knife probably and put some texture on it. I'm trying to think what else. I don't really have any kind of tools that add texture. I know they make some tools that like roll that have texture on them, but I don't have any of them, surprisingly. Can't believe school starts tomorrow. Like this summer has just flown by. I have a junior and an 8th grader. It's really crazy to think about. A junior and an 8th grader. Next year I have a senior and a freshman. It's horrible. It's so crazy how fast my kids are gotten bigger. It goes so fast. Okay, there's my one coat. I'm going to paint this brown again. I do think I'm at least going to distress it. Probably with some brown. What color should I paint his nose? I'm going to, should I stain it? Should I do it orange? What do you think? I'm going to stain this little button. How old were they when you started? I feel like I've seen them. Yes. I think I have some old videos when Brinley used to go live with me. And I want to say, well, this is my 8th year. Bailey was pretty little too. So, let's see. She's 13, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So she was 5. She was 5 years old when she was going live with me the first year. That's pretty crazy. And then now she's an 8th grader. Is that right? Is that the right math? Let's see. 8 years, 8 and 5 is 13. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Stain. I like. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Because then I got the button that's stained. I'll probably do it stain and then I'll just distress brown around the edges like the hat. Yeah. Good idea. And I'll do this tag stain too. I'm probably going to paint in the fall words just because I feel like it needs a little bit more. I might use one of the colors in the ribbon to paint in fall. Probably marigold actually. Because I got marigold on his beak. There's marigold in the ribbon. Probably do a marigold on the fall. Okay. So those pieces are painted. This is painted. I need to take my pokey tool and clean some of that out. I am going to do his eyes black, and I'm just going to use the end of a paintbrush for this. Although I probably could have used a paint marker, but I'm going to have to put some like little white details in his eyes to make them come alive. So I need to get this paint in so it can dry. Yeah, like a piece of screen. That's a good idea. Was you saying, oh yes, thank goodness about your dog? Because that's what I was trying to remember if that was about the time I said that. Because I was worried about your little doggy. We found out, like, I don't know, probably a year or so ago that our dogs both have Lyme's disease from all the ticks around here. And, like, it really hasn't been too much of a problem. But, like, you can just tell, like, sometimes they have bad days. And, like, obviously you know your dogs like you know your kids. But I have one dog that's, like, a really intense eater. Like, he knows what time he eats. And he's, like, hopping around if, like, when it's time to eat. Like, sometimes he reminds me that I need to feed him because he's so scheduled. And I'll have days where, like, he'll wake up and he just doesn't want to eat. And that's when I know, like, he's just not having a good day. And then he just lays around most of the day. But it's really sad. So I was worried about your dog when he was having stomach issues. Yeah. Oh, good. Good. All right. So here's what we got so far. We're definitely going to let those eyes dry because it's pretty thick. Okay. Setting that aside, I'm going to get my foam brush to distress. Probably going to use some of this burnt umber. You could distress with stain too, I guess. My burnt umber shows up better than my stain. So I'm gonna see what this does, because I want a pretty good distressed look. And this brown, or I mean this green's pretty dark, so I don't think stain would show up on it as much. Okay. See that? That's what I'm doing on mine. Kind of looks a little rusty. I like the little rust look, especially for fall. Okay, the top of his hat is still wet, so I can't do anything there. I guess I'm going to find me a brush and do this fall part. Hopefully. Sometimes I'm getting to the point when I do these little details, I have to put my glasses on because I want to make sure that I stay in the lines. This one's okay, but we have some stuff that we paint that I'm like, I can't even see that barely. Cookie tool. Okay. I think my brush is a little thick for this, but I've used almost all my good brushes this week, so I'm down to the nitty gritty. Okay, I'm probably gonna put another coat, but here's that. Which you could do that black too, or a different color, but I don't know. I just feel like it needs a little color. Okay, we're gonna do Mr. Scarecrow's eye. I'm gonna use this burlap and light buttermilk mixture that I got here for his eye, just because I have so much of it. And so once that dries, I'm gonna put another little small black dot in there just to give him a little bit more eye. Okay, so this part gets glued to this, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. While everything else is drying, don't get glue down in those little holes. That's for your stand. Make sure you're lined up all the way around. Can you hear that thunder? It's good sleeping weather. Okay, or front porch sitting weather. I love sitting on the front porch and listening to the storm. Okay, so I'm dreading this part. This stuff is my least favorite. It's just, I don't know why. It's not even that hard. It's just, it's like taming I'm going to do the outline of this first because I want his face, the lines on his face to be seen. So I'm going to take a 3M Posca pen and I'm going to draw them on. I'm going to find my better one. I got one that's better than the other. This is the one. Okay. First line, second line. This mouth is what's going to be most challenging. It's hard to have a steady hand sometimes, all the way around. You hate storms? I have a love-hate relationship with them. I like a good storm. It's the tornadoes that freak me out. And lately, that seems to be all the storms we're getting is tornado warnings. So I can do without those. If I know it's just thunder and lightning and rain, then I'm fine. We had a storm here a couple weeks ago. And I took a video like on my back deck. There's like trees and a field. There was rotation like right in my back field. And I took a video of it and everything. And normally I wouldn't even be outside because I get so freaked out. But I don't know what made me come out. My husband likes to sit outside and watch it. And it literally started coming down and then sucked right back up. I was like, that was insane. That was really insane. I've never ever been that close or even seen rotation, and I couldn't believe I even remembered to grab my phone and record it. Okay. Cutie little Scarecrow. You glue his little nose on. Okay, now I'm going to distress the top of his hat. I know I'm moving around all over the place, but it's because some things are wet, some things are dry. Just trying to work on what I can work on. Ooh. I think I'm going to do oh, that is cute. Okay, I'm going to do another one. I just dress the top of it, and I put one of those little, like, I don't even know what that is. Pound sign. And I put one on the corner of his brim there too. I don't know, just felt like the right thing to do on him. I'm trying to let these eyes dry before I go dragging this through it. Okay, most important part of the whole video. This jute that is wrapped around this raffia, you need this. So don't throw it away or get rid of it. You need this for your bow. So don't lose it. Again, you need the jute that's wrapped around this. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. This stuff is wild. So take your stuff, try to get it apart as much as you can. Okay, here's a piece, here's a piece. We're gonna take, I'm probably just gonna chop it in half. Let's start there. We're gonna take it like this and then just chop it in half. We're gonna start with that. We're gonna take one section. Okay, now we're gonna take this section and we're gonna probably fold it in half. Yep, fold it in half. And cut, probably lay it out. You don't want it to be too long. Okay, now you got this. We're gonna cut that in half. So you got this, probably about this much in this size. Now you can do this a couple different ways. You can hot glue it. You can, I do not recommend using the stick fast because it, for one, has a reaction with anything paper. If you haven't realized that, it has a reaction with a baby wipe. So I don't recommend stick fast, and plus your hand would be destroyed by the time you had it all down. I'm personally going to use tape. I use this on some other stuff and I just find it easiest. It doesn't have to be even painter's tape. It can be just whatever you have. Again, hot glue gun works fine. But for me, I'm going to use tape. I might have to use more than one piece, but that's fine. And the thing is you got to make sure it's tucked under the brim. So I might have to trim it. Actually, I think I might have to cut it in half. So I might take that, cut it in half. I'm going to let some of mine stick up above his brim. Just because scarecrows are like that. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a scarecrow. So don't overthink it. I'm going to take the other half. Put that down. I want to make sure this covers it before I... There we go. So cute. So I'm going to wait till... Actually... Oh! It can't be longer than the scarecrow, so you may have to give him a haircut. But you almost don't want it to be perfectly straight though, because scarecrows are not perfectly straight haircuts. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the other strand. So we're going to take this piece, we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to cut it. Cut this, and then we got about this size. And we're gonna put it on here, and I'm gonna have mine stick up again. Because I feel like scarecrows should have their hair sticking up. I'm gonna cut a piece of tape in half, and you might have to play with this for a minute, because, I mean, it might take a minute to get it how you want it. You might have to trim it a few times. Never done this either, so you don't want his face completely covered either. So again, it might just take a few trims, a few playing around with it. You know what else you could do too? You could braid it and make a little girl scarecrow. That'll be cute. 2 braids on each side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my dots on so they have time to dry before I glue this brim on, because I know I'm going to have to mess around with it. I'll go ahead and put this on too. Actually, I need to move this a little. I should have put the Scarecrow first, then Raffia, because now I got to try to pick this up. Here we go. You good? Okay. Now, let it down. And there's really, it's hard to tell like where his hair should be until you put this thing on. So, I'm telling you, it's going to take some finagling. And I think this piece might be a little too close to his eyeballs. Okay. Glue on the 3 dots. And that's going to need to sit there for a minute. Okay. Oh, he's coming together. I'm going to let this dry for a minute because I don't want it to be moved and fall apart on me. I'm going to put one more coat of marigold on this forward, and then we'll work on putting that bow together. I kind of want to do a girl scarecrow too. All right. Yeah, it is the trademark for a scarecrow. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Okay. Pink scarecrow with braids. Okay, I'm going to set this guy back here a little bit and we're going to work on this bow. Okay, so we got a lot happening here. I'm going to challenge you guys on your bow making skills. So you should have like a piece or two of this left. There should be quite a few left actually. And you can break it apart too and make more. But I'm going to take a little bit that's left. I'm going to fold it 2 or 3 times to where it makes like a little mini bundle. And we're going to use that too. So you're going to take your 2 bigger pieces and make an X. Doesn't matter what order. Whatever one you want on top or bottom. And then we're going to take the little ones and just put them every which way. Doesn't matter. There's no right. There's no wrong. Just keep crossing them. And then we're going to take this. We're going to hold it down. Make sure your string is right next door to you. And this button, you're going to need it too. So then once you get everything piled up, squish it together in the center. String down. You want the tie to be up. So you're going to wrap it around once. Just so it holds everything. Make a knot. Then straighten everything up how you want it. Then once you get it tied once, you're going to take your button, go through one hole, take the other string, go through the other hole, and then pull it tight to where your button's in the center, and then you're going to knot it. Again, pull it tight. And then I'm probably just going to make a bow. At this point, you can either knot it and take it off, or just make a bow just because it's cutesy. Probably gonna have to double knot mine just because I don't want my button to fall off. But look how stinking cute that is. All the little details in it. Now you can take your scissors and cut the raffia if you wanted. I'm probably going to cut some of them and then not cut some of them. Because I kind of like it to be a little wild because I feel like that's what makes it cute. And then pull your little pieces however you want. If you can't see a piece, then bring it forward or backwards. But cute. Okay. Now we're going back to Mr. Scarecrow. Let me pull him forward. Now we're going to take this. You could do this a couple different ways. Figure out where you want your bow. I'm going to put mine on the left. Somewhat. Oh no, I just put my finger in that. So once you figure out where you put your bow, you're going to want to put your little fall thing in there and you're going to have to glue it on. So you got to get a feel for where you want everything. You can glue that on, or I'm going to staple mine on because that's how I staple all my bows. So I'm going to lift all this stuff up and put a little staple in them. But you can glue it too. Or if you really want to, you could tie it around the brim of the hat too. Now the staples. All on. Okay, I'll put some staples in it real quick. Did that side too? Yeah, it's just the one side. Okay. Lift this stuff up. There we go. Now, we're going to tuck this little fall tag in there and glue it. Okay. Actually, I feel like I need another staple because mine's like half out. It's because it's not even down. There we go. Okay. Now, you could put this down a little farther, but I was just worried about it covering his eyeballs. So, I think I'm going to stick it up here. Trying to figure out which is the best way. You'll have to just play with it to see what looks best on yours. I gotta cut some of this raffia down so you can even see it. There we go. There we go. It's gonna take a little finagling. Okay, so now I gotta add the details to the Scarecrow eye and the crow eye. So for the crow eye, I'm probably just gonna find a little tiny paint marker. Ooh, that came out fast. That's not good. I need black, not white. Hold on. Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna have to use the back of a paintbrush. I just don't think it's gonna be small enough for the crow. Okay, I'm gonna put a few white highlights on my crow's tail. Get some new markers. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put some on my Scarecrow's nose too. Okay. it's not dry all the way. I don't want to ruin it. Hold, please. The bow is the cutest part, I think. I'm convinced. His hair is wild. Still waiting for it to dry. There we go. Okay. How cute is he? That is so stinking cute. Okay, last step. Now you can either glue this in and make it permanent or just slide it in, and that way you can take it out when you need to store it. How stinking cute is that? So cute. I'll show you the back. See? There it is, guys. I'll take pictures tomorrow so you can see a close-up of him. Too cute. The bow is the cutest part. I feel like I could have moved it up just a little bit, but I didn't want to cover the crow all the way either. But there you go. That's it, y'all. Alright, if anybody has any questions or problems or concerns, you can always send me a message. Other than that, I will post pictures tomorrow. And that's it. Until next month. Have a good night.